Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another trailer park storytime video of my ghetto crazy days in my old trailer park, we did some crazy stuff. Okay, like, I haven't even gotten to the worst of it yet. So, this is gonna be one of the ridiculous ones. Like, basically this is us saying, like, we were, like, white trash as we could be, right? Like, this story is gonna make me look like an idiot on camera, right? It's gonna be like, yo, what up? We look like crazy, stupid idiots. They're gonna be like, yo, man, why are you doing that? It was actually a pretty fun time. Okay, so there's three instances where this happens, okay? Okay, so the first instance, there used to be a video of this on YouTube because one of our friends recorded this and put it on YouTube, but we don't have it anymore because he deleted it. I'll ask him, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I'm pretty sure he does not have it anymore. But basically, I told you, right? Like, we live in, like, a valley, right? Like, this valley is like this. It's, like, two hills on each side, and, like, we lived at, like, the bottom, right? Like, imagine, like, where my fingers touches one of our trailers, right? So, as you imagine, to get out, there's two big hills, like, roads you have to climb down, right? And these roads, like, nobody goes on them because they're really steep, and, right? Like, we used to ride down them with bikes and stuff as kids. Like, we used, like, 10-year-old kids riding down them. Woo! Going real fast. Like, hardly any cars come down them, right? So, one day, a couple of older kids I was, like, 7 at the time. Probably, maybe, I don't know exactly. I was like 7. So a couple older kids got a hold of some big wheels, right? Or big Hot Wheels. There's like these little plastic toy cars that runs on batteries, right? And like, you can drive them around, like, drive them around. They have steering wheel and stuff and gas pedals, and it's supposed to be for little kids, like, to act like they're driving a real car, right? But the battery didn't work in it, right? So basically it was just like you could push it around, right? So they had the bright idea that, hey, let's take it, put it at the top of the hill, and ride down the hill, right? Right, so we did that for like 2 or 3 days straight. We just riding up and down the hill. It was really fun, right? And I did it a couple times. The first time I did it, I took it. It was dark, so I didn't know what to do. And I've never done anything like this before, right? So I didn't know what I was doing. And I took it, and like right beside this hill, there's a ditch, and I took the ditch, I ran into the ditch, I flipped it on my face, and I flipped it upside down on my face. It was funny, but the other kids helped me out, which I'm surprised they did because they didn't like me apparently. The older kids helped me out. It was just ridiculous. Like, these older kids are like 15 doing this. Anyways, so eventually this got out that we was doing this, right? And like, every kid in trailer park wanted a piece of this, right? There's like 20 kids out here, like, a couple days later, right? It's like, oh crap, we even brought more, right? So then we had the younger kids had the idea to make a jump at the bottom of the ramp, and we made like this big freaking jump, right? It was like this big jump made out of like a couple of pieces of wood, and like a 2x4. You could go up it, right, and jump. This actually worked out pretty good for our first couple days, right? Well, like, we used to ride him down the hill, right? And then this one kid, he was probably like 5 or 6, dude. He was young. This kid was young, like, right? He was my friend's little brother. He decides to take it. He just goes right down the hill and jumps and like does some crazy stuff. But it was ridiculous, right? Oh man. Okay, so that was the first instance of these Hot Wheels, big wheels, whatever. I don't know what they're called. I forget what they're called, but there's like some. I call them Hot Wheels, but that's a car thing, I know. But so the second time that this has happened, right? This is whenever I was older, right? Like, this is like 5 or 10 years later. So I was like 14 or 15, right? Yeah, about 14 or 15, right? We had the bright idea to, hey, let's do it again. And we're like, let's find someone to do it again, because they're always laying around in their yard because people have them everywhere, right? Well, we couldn't find any, but our neighbor at the time, she was like dating with this friend of mine. Yeah, but he was like 18 at the time, so he's like older friend, and they was dating, and so he's living there. He went out and bought like 4 or 5 of these things. Well, he didn't buy them. He found like 4 or 5 of them, and he basically just started every single day. He was out there riding up down the hill like every single day. They don't work because they didn't have batteries in them or anything, or gears or anything. He actually took gears out so they would go faster down the hill, because apparently the gears was like makes it slower to get in. So he took the gears out and everything, right? Oh man, he took the gears out. He was riding up and down this hill every single day, and then at the same time he had kids. He had kids of his own. Well, he had a kid of his own. Like, he had a step kid of his own that he was helping, because I think at this point they was married. I think they was getting married. I know eventually they do eventually get married, but at this point I don't think they was, but they was like taking care. They was living together at this point, right? And all they would do was just go out there, ride up in the hill every day. I don't think I did it that much at this time, because I thought it was stupid at this point, because I was older and mature. I was like, really? And this kid's older than I am, but yet he's like doing it, and I was like, really? It's stupid. So I didn't do it this time, but I don't think any other one does besides him. But I did it like maybe once or twice, if I had that. Like, it was just annoying at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure neighbors were getting annoyed at him, because he'd do it like 6 o'clock in the morning to like 5 o'clock at night every single day. Like, he should have been getting a job and doing stuff, but he wasn't. But he was out there doing this, right? Right? Yeah. It was just stupid. And then, like, okay, so like I said, we're in like a valley, so on the outside it's like a big circle, right? It's like this trailer park is like a big circle and a valley in the middle, right? And then like on the circle there's like this big hill with woods and stuff, right? Well, they found like a watering hole at the bottom of like, well, there's like a big river, like, yeah, there's like a river that flows down over the hill. So they decided to go down there and go swimming, right? Well, he would use this big wheel and take it down and go mudding in it, which is stupid because it didn't even work. Like, it didn't even work. Like, I'm pretty sure he finally got one that had like gears and stuff in it and worked, and he would go mudding with it. Like, it was stupid. Like, he couldn't afford a four-wheeler, so he just had to take Hot Wheels or whatever, these freaking plastic toy cars instead, right? It was stupid. And then, like, he would, like, carry kids down over the hill in it. Like, his kids, like, this kid would, like, ride in it and stuff over the hill. It was funny, but, yeah. Alright, now here is the kicker. There's one more instance where I was involved in this and a friend of mine, right? Oh, God, I can't believe I even did this. Okay, so, like I said earlier, there's a valley, right? And, like, my trailer park is in. So, there's two hills, like, on each side, and there's another hill over here. This hill isn't as big, but it's really traveled by a lot of people. Like, a lot of cars and houses in it, right? Like, the cars go down this hill over time because it's, like, the main way people get in and out of the trailer park, right? So, basically, oh, God, we was riding up and down this hill, right? Like, we was doing it, right? And it was just, like, we was doing it, we did it for, like, a couple hours, nothing happened, right? So, then, the guy who owned this told me, yeah, you can do it, but be careful because the steering comes out of it. Because apparently, like, the gears and the steering comes out of it and, like, messes up stuff, right? So I was like, okay, I'll just ride in the back, because it was like a truck type thing, so I just sat in the back, and a smaller kid, because I couldn't fit it to drive, like, the steering wheel, because I was older, I was like, yeah, probably even older than the last time, right? So at this point, I was like 16, 17, right? So, basically, he would, like, sit in it, and he would steer, and I was sitting, like, the back, because it would go faster with me in it, because I'm heavier, and it would go down the hill faster, because I had no gears in it, right? So I was sitting in the back, and, like, I was just watching, it's like, okay, go, 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 go! So we were going, and, like, halfway down the hill, the thing, just, like, it just starts going sideways, right? And there's this brand new car right here parked on the side of the road, right, to this trailer, right? Like a brand new car. Like, it was a pretty nice car, right? They just bought it. And then we smacked it. Like, it was poof, right into it. We scratched it up and everything, right? And then people come out, go get your parents. And it's like, go get your parents. I want to talk to him, right? My friend takes off. I actually go and get my parents because I'm not dumb. Because they said, I know where he lives. I'm like, I tried to just took off with the other kid, right? Because they probably wouldn't have done nothing. But I went off and told, like, my mom, like, yeah, we was riding Hot Wheels and you need to go talk to the parents, right? So I went over there and I talked to my mom, right? And they was like, my mom really, like, she made it sound like I wasn't even in the thing. I was like, yeah, she made it sound like I wasn't even in it, but I was, because she said I wasn't steering, so I didn't get in trouble for it. Yeah, apparently, like, the other kid's mom had to pay for it or something. I don't know exactly what happened to that. I'm pretty sure they didn't make it pay for it, because they didn't really scratch up too bad, but it was like a scratch on it. They was wanting like $800 or something. I don't know if they ever paid for it enough. I know that kid got in trouble. I didn't because I wasn't driving. I was like, hey, I wasn't driving, so it wasn't my fault. It was, I can't believe I did that. I literally just ratted him out. I was just like, yo, I wasn't involved in this. I'll just tell my parents I wasn't driving, so you can't get me for this, right? And it was my fault too, because I knew that the thing was messed up to begin with, and it was just stupid. Like, oh god, I can't believe I did that. Take it back. I was a horrible friend. I didn't rat him out because they didn't know where this kid lived. Like, they didn't know anything about this kid. They knew me for some reason, because apparently, like, they know me for some reason. I don't know why. Apparently, my mom is friends with him or something, or I knew her or somewhere down the line. But it was just funny. But yeah, dude, like 3 instances of Hot Wheels in my life. Like, come on, what other neighborhood in America do you have people? This is like the most redneck thing we did. Like, they was like, it was funny though. Like I said, I'm gonna try to find this video, but I'm pretty sure he took it down because it was really bad. Because he was like, again, we was like 12, and he was like video just taping it, and he's like, yeah, bad quality and stuff. But it was still funny. It was still funny. If I could find it, oh man, I wish I could find it. I don't think he has it though. I'm pretty sure he deleted it. If not, I'll put it. Like I said, if he did not delete it, I will put the link below or above. But don't or the card. But don't trust me, because I doubt I will. So I'm gonna end the video here. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.